Now that, my friends, is a damn good cup of coffee. If you guys got that reference, you are awesome. Sarah, I know you will for a certain. Welcome to my first video of 2022. Can you all believe we're already in 2022? It's absolutely insane to think we're already in a brand new year. It really feels like, well, it actually has been only a couple of days since 2021 passed. I mean, oh my god, it is crazy how time flies. It feels like that just yesterday, I was giving you guys my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2021, and would you look at that? If you guys the title of the video, I'm doing the exact same thing tonight, because I'm recording this tonight, but wherever you guys, whatever time it is available in your end, this is coming to you. 2022 is here. It's a brand new year. It's a year full of possibilities, whether it comes to TV, video games, which, by the way, there will be a top 10 of that coming very, very soon. But I know you all primarily come to my channel for film-based content, hence why, for today's video, in case if you guys did not see the title when you clicked, I'm here to share with you all my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2022. This year is a stacked year for films. Whether you're talking about original IP, sequels, comic book films, there are films it looks like for everybody, and there are so many films to be excited for. By the way, before I continue on, I just want to apologize if the audio sounds a bit weird. I got myself a brand new microphone that's essentially a nearest present to myself. I'm just testing out the kinks still right now. I hope the video sounds great. Personally, I like the audio compared to my lavalier. Anyways, that's besides the point. Like I mentioned earlier, this year is absolutely stacked for films. This year looks very, very exciting. And given how it's my top 5, I guarantee when I tell you guys my top 5, you're gonna be like, how is this not higher? How is this not on there? How did you forget to mention this? For my top 5, I have been, let me just say, my excitement for my anticipation has annoyed the fuck out of my friends. In particular, well, you guys should know who he is. Before I get into my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2022, I do have a couple of honorable mentions. Now, do not get me wrong, guys. It's not that I'm not excited about these films. I absolutely am, but this is a top 5. But the ones that didn't quite make it in my top 5 are, these are in no particular order, but my honorable mentions are Top Gun Maverick, Mission Impossible 7, that almost made it in there, The Black Phone, Thor: Love and Thunder, and Elvis. Let's get into my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2022. Let's get it on! Number 5. Starting off my top 5, at my number 5 is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I cannot tell you all how excited I am for this film. I was bummed when Scott Derrickson left because I thought what he did with the 2016 Doctor Strange was incredible. But here's the thing, if you're gonna replace him, you better get a damn good director. And Sam Raimi is your replacement? Oh, there's gonna be some madness, alright. If y'all have seen 2016's Doctor Strange, that film was insane. And knowing that Sam Raimi is bringing us into the sequel, I can only imagine the bounds that he's going to leap over the 2016 Doctor Strange. I love Sam Raimi as a filmmaker. I love his Evil Dead trilogy. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2 is one of my favorite superhero films of all time. If you haven't seen the original Doctor Strange of 2016, please do so, because the teaser of this film makes that movie like freaking kindergarten school. I cannot wait to experience the ride and the trip this movie will be. Sam Raimi, bring it on, dude. Number 4. At my number 4 spot is The Northman. When I was seeing The Lighthouse, which is, by the way, another great film from Robert Eggers, I had heard some things about this movie, and the little things that I heard got me very excited. Knowing how much I love The Witch, and knowing how much I really dug The Lighthouse, I was very excited for this film. When I was in Vegas for CinemaCon, I saw a specially cut together trailer for CinemaCon presented by Robert Eggers, and what I saw, oh my god! The vibe I get from this trailer, or both trailers from what I saw, is that it's essentially a mix between The Witch and The Green Knight. and knowing how much I love both films, I mean, I'm there on day one. I mean, I was already there knowing as Robert Eggers making this film, but knowing the feeling I get from this trailer, yeah, I'm already more than already sold on this movie. The cast of this film, you have Alexander Skarsgård, Ethan Hawke, Nicole Kidman, Anya Taylor-Joy, who's my crew. Never gonna happen, Austin. Never gonna happen. This movie looks like an absolutely incredible, epic, historical revenge thriller set in the Viking times. I mean, you don't need to sell me. Cannot wait for the Northman. This looks insane. Alright, guys. So coming in at my number 3 spot, I guarantee nobody saw this coming, but I gotta tell you guys, I am so excited for the Umber Void of massive talent. Now, this was a movie I didn't even know about. I didn't even hear who was in it. I didn't even know the synopsis of the film's existence until I was at CinemaCon in Vegas last year. All I knew was this. It was Nicolas Cage. And it was him playing himself. There has been a Red Bad trailer that was sent out. And that was sent out a couple of months ago. But I'm telling you guys, that was a very good trailer. But the one that I saw at CinemaCon, the laughter I had heard and the laughter that I had overpowered the speakers. This is a Nicolas Cage movie, obviously it's Nicolas Cage, where he plays himself, where he is sent to a drug lord's birthday party, played by Pedro Pascal, again another selling point, where he has him play an amalgamation of his most famous characters. How does that not get you excited? This movie looks like it's going to be absolutely hilarious. I'm hoping it is. And I'm hoping that this is one of the best Nick Cage roles that he has had in a long time. Cannot wait for this movie. Number 2. At my number 2 spot is SpiderMan Across the SpiderVerse Part 1. You all know how much I love, and I mean how much I love Into the Spider-Verse. It was not only my number 1 film of 2018, but it has become one of my favorite movies, period. There's not much to go on from what we have seen in terms of footage, but the teaser that did come out not too long ago, like Into the Spider-Verse, the animation, Oscar Isaac Spider-Man, I think Spider-Man 2099 Miguel O'Hara, I believe that's the Spider-Man that is shown with Miles Morales in this movie. This looks like it's gonna be blowing minds. I mean, oh my god. The web of sorry for that pun right there. The web of possibilities with this movie is absolutely endless. And knowing the creative team that's behind this movie, I mean, just name 2 names. Kemp Powers, one of the guys who was behind Soul, which is my favorite film of 2020, but Joaquin Dos Santos, I think that's his name. Guess what he was behind? Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. So as y'all can imagine, when I found out, I lost my shit. No Way Home just came out as of recently, and No Way Home was such a great Spider-Man film. But this movie looks like it's gonna be entering into a whole new world, quite literally. Asking for this film to be better than Into the Spider-Verse is a very tall order, but, and this is a very big but, if this happens to be better than Into the Spider-Verse, we're looking at possibly the next Spider-Man 2 here. Just saying. It's number 1. Now here's the thing. Those of you who know me personally, you all should know what this movie is. For those of you who don't know me very well, I have been talking about this film ever since it was announced back in, like 2017, somewhere around there. I love this character. There's been many interpretations of this character from the DC. Come on. You should all know that The Batman is my most anticipated movie 2022. I was upset that Ben Affleck left, and I just thought, oh no, who is gonna direct this thing? But then I heard that Matt Reeves was replacing him, and I just thought, holy shit, Matt Reeves. Let's freaking go! From what I have seen, Robert Pattinson looks like he is gonna absolutely kill it. The Batman looks like a Batman movie meets Seven, which is one of my favorite films of all time. And when you put those 2 together, this movie, I mean, Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, Andy Serkis as Alfred, Colin Farrell as the Penguin, Paul Dano as the Riddler, not to mention John Turturro as Michael Corleone. Michael Corleone. That's the Godfather, Austin, you freaking idiot. This is a Batman that I've been wanting to see for a long time, and knowing that it's Matt Reeves' vision with Robert Pattinson's acting, along with the cinematography of Greg Fraser, which, by the way, this movie looks absolutely amazing, and Michael Giacchino making the music. I mean, what do I need to say here? Bring out the Batman! That's gonna do it for my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2022, along with a couple of honorable mentions. Please comment down below and let me know what are your top 5, and let me know a couple of honorable mentions as well. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. I'm also on Snapchat, so if y'all want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links in the usernames in the description below. I hope y'all enjoyed my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2022. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell for my latest video goes live. If you guys want to see my previous 2 videos, please click on right there or right there. And of course, until my next video or review goes up, I will see you all next time.